Hey everyone, welcome to the
Big Back Bros.
Today we're reviewing Hong Kong Kitchen, a Chinese restaurant in Monroe.
Hong Kong Kitchen is located at 762 West Spring Street in Monroe, Georgia, 30655.
Now, Hong Kong Kitchen, it was a hidden gem that we found in the Monroe food area. And today we plan to share all of what Hong Kong Kitchen has to offer.
You step inside Hong Kong Kitchen, first through a normal door, then through a home front door. And thereupon, you will see a very old menu that is fading. You also see supplies everywhere, and also a 30-page stack of papers that serves as a real menu, right? You come in, so you go up there, you're like, let me get some of that General Tso's chicken. And the nice lady, she'll, ring you up, and you'll go take a seat, and you'll look around. And it's everything you want in a real, authentic Chinese place, okay? There's only a few tables, but you look around. You have a kid doing homework. You have boxes of forks and supplies. And in a few minutes, you receive your food. You received our fried wontons to begin. Let's just say they were excellent.
They were fantastic. And just to add on to the atmosphere, the menu is fading and it does not include prices, which, is kind of a problem. But it kind of makes up for it with the service. She was very nice. And honestly, I think this is more of a restaurant that's like takeout. There wasn't much seats, and I don't really know who was really sitting there. It was a pretty good experience, and we're going to discuss what we got and how the food was.
The food. We already mentioned the wontons. They were so bussin'. They get a Big Back Bros bussin'.
Bussin'.
I ordered the General Tso's combo. This comes with General Tso's chicken, an egg roll, some fried rice, and some veggies on the side. It took a few minutes, but they were making the food, so it was okay. The General Tso's chicken came out. It was so hot, so temperature hot. That I actually had to wait a minute to eat it because it's just so hot.
You know what? Just to add on that, all the food was hot. The dumplings were hot. But you would want that in a restaurant. You want your food to be hot, not cold or like room temperature. It came out steaming.
So the General Tso's chicken, other than being piping hot, which was great, it burned my tongue a little bit when I put it in my mouth. The crispiness on the General Tso's chicken was very subtle, but it was excellent. There was a nice little crunch. The flavor of the sauce was excellent. Alongside the chicken, we also had the egg roll. The egg roll was also very warm, very hot. I added some of their soy sauce. The egg roll was great. I don't remember if it was pork or chicken, but overall it was great.
I think it was chicken.
But before we received our main entrees, we ordered the dumplings, fried dumplings. And the dumplings are really good. The thing with dumplings is the difference between like a really great dumpling, especially a fried one, and like a normal one is really not that big of a difference. But overall, these were really good. And they came with this teriyaki sauce, and dipping it in that was really, really good, alongside some soy sauce. So overall, the dumplings, they were a bit pricey. That's one thing we'll get to, the pricing. Really, the only downside of Hong Kong Kitchen is this pricing. It is a little bit expensive, but overall, the food was excellent. Anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, so I got the Mongolian beef, and it was very tender. It kind of just like fell apart in your mouth. There was a lot of sauce that came with it, and so the combo came with the Mongolian beef, the rice, and then the egg roll. Honestly, all of it was good. The fried rice, it's just regular fried rice. Mongolian beef, very seasoned, very good. Egg roll.
Mm-hmm.
The appetizer that we got was the dumplings.
Mm-hmm.
They were filled with chicken, and I really enjoyed it.
Yes, they were.
Yeah, they were very good. Just phenomenal tasting selections. And we're going to go into the pricing, which is a little bit high, but I think for this type of food and just to that caliber that it was at, it's kind of like well-deserved, to be honest.
I'll tell you a secret. We went here on Friday. I went back on Sunday.
What? Hong Kong Kitchen, it gets a double bustin'. And the reason why is because, Jack, he didn't only go on Friday, but he went on Sunday too. And the pricing for at least mine was $20. And for the combo platter, it honestly is a little bit pricey. But for what you get, the amount of food, how it tastes, it's well worth it.
Yeah, so the first time I went and I got the General Tso's chicken, and I also got the dumplings, I think, because I tipped because we're good people. It was like $27, $28. And then when I went back and I got just the Mongolian beef, it was $20. I tipped again. If you're worried about funds, just don't even bother going to Hong Kong Kitchen. It's not for you, okay? But if you're looking for some double bussin' approved food,
And if you have the money,
that's very true.
then take a look at Hong Kong Kitchen.
Very true. Just know it gets the Big Bag Bros very rare double bussin' award.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, we glanced over cleanliness, and I will say Sean was right. It is a takeout place. They had wings. We did not get wings. But the cleanliness, you know, if you're going to Hong Kong Kitchen expecting cleanliness, you're in the wrong place, man.
Facts.
Tokyo is just down the road. You can hit that place if you want cleanliness, all right? Hong Kong Kitchen, they're not here for any funny business, okay? They don't do monkey business. They do Chinese business.
Mm-hmm. And they make some real good food.
If there's one thing I've learned as a food reviewer, as a food enjoyer, a food eater, a food enthusiast, the cleanliness does not matter, man. All right? And with that, we'll give a special thanks to Silver Sky Woodworking for their support of our channel. Without them, it would be impossible to record this. If any of our listeners need custom furniture, accent walls, cutting boards, or custom cabinets, they should head over to VIRIDIANnews.org and click the link for Silver Sky.
And you know, we're always looking for new sponsors, so just let us know at VIRIDIANnews.org if you'd like to be a part of our work and, you know, reach our audience with us.
Now, looking at the scope of Monroe's restaurants and food, you'll notice a few major themes: a surplus of Mexican restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
However, there is an absolute shortage of Chinese restaurants.
Agreed.
There is our mentioned Hong Kong Kitchen. There is a place called Oriental Garden, which our past Big Back Brothers have reviewed. That place is very good food. However, the difference between that place and Hong Kong Kitchen, really, you have to dive into the period in which you're eating, because over at the Oriental Garden, number 3, if you're eating anywhere past lunchtime, you must order family style, meaning you must order the rice and the meats and everything completely separate. There is no combo meals such as Hong Kong Kitchen offers, which I think Hong Kong Kitchen offers more versatility in that area.
And
now,
they're keeping up with the ages here. Like, I think a lot of teenagers, you know, if they're in the mood for some Chinese food, they would just go to Panda Express. It's very convenient. Comes in a little box with all the food, some rice, some meats, and just whatever you want. Hong Kong Kitchen is keeping up with that kind of like modernized sort of delivering food. And they're doing a great job at it. And I honestly just wish the best for them.
this is true. They have a nice DoorDash system. Also, I mentioned they have wings. They have other foods, right? So, you know, if you're watching some class in that and you're like, man, I want some Chinese, just call up the DoorDash and get some Hong Kong Kitchen, because there is no Panda Express in the area. There is a real shortage of Chinese. And Oriental Garden, I do not believe, does DoorDash or delivery. So if you're itching for some Chinese, just head on over to Hong Kong Kitchen.
I think with this, we need to give our rankings. You know, this restaurant was very good. I'm going to have to give this a solid 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. I'm thinking, looking at all the aspects, the double Big Back Bro Bussin' Award.
Yep.
You know how many restaurants have received the double Big Back Bussin' Award?
I would say 0.
Well, now it's 1. This place is almost perfection, other than the expensive price. So for my ranking, I think I'm going to agree with 9 out of 10, because the only disadvantage Hong Kong Kitchen has is this price is a little bit expensive. I think if meals were probably like $15 or $12, even with a tip, which I think it very well could be. I think, to be honest with you, we were inside Hong Kong Kitchen, and to be honest, there was not a ton of people there. This is still such a hidden gem, right? We hit it big with this gamble. The same cannot be said with Charlie's Home Cooking.
Mm-hmm.
So until this place really hits the masses, I think the pricing will stay a little bit more expensive. But when more people tune in to Big Back Bros and they see how good this is, we can see a price drop. So I think 9 out of 10 is perfect. This is really good food.
It's honestly one of our best, and I don't really know if anything can top this, so we'll just have to see in future episodes.
Yeah, we'll have to see, because so far out of the 3 we reviewed, this is the best one and the most accessible one. So if you like Chinese food, man, you got to go check out the Hong Kong Kitchen. It's great. And with that, I want to thank you guys for listening to the Big Back Bros.
Tune in next time to listen to us try Gastropub Catch 22.
Correct.
Restaurant in Monroe.
And remember, stay eating bros.